I was booked to perform at a senior center.
Again, recognize and honor the sex worker community. I will continue to support.
Hi everyone, today is Friday, March 7th. I didn't necessarily have a rapture dream last night, but I did have a multiple moon dream, so I feel like it might be important to share that. So in my dream, I realized there were several moons in the sky. I think it was in my backyard. It was daytime, completely bright out, and the sun was out. Maybe even multiple suns, but I really can't remember. Probably just one sun, though. But I remember in my dream being surprised because there were so many moons out right by the sun, and I was struggling to even count them all. I want to say there was either 8 or 12 moons. I believe 12. Some of them were like lined up like 4 in a row, and some were like a little more scattered, but I believe they were all still like relatively close to each other in the sky. It was strange because up until now, all of the rapture dreams I've had all have 2 moons in them. Sometimes they're during the day, and usually my dreams show the 2 moons at night, from what I can remember, but I don't really remember anything else from my dream last night. I don't think there was anything else significant aside from this part. Now, interestingly, I have actually heard several people having rapture dreams with not 2 moons, but like several moons. You know, different varying numbers depending on whose dream it was. I'm not sure if I remember hearing anyone say they had a 12 moon dream. So, I don't know. I don't know what this means, if it means anything at all. Could this mean that there, for some reason, would be 12 moons in the sky during the day while the sun's out when the rapture happens? Could this mean there are only 12 more nights until the rapture? I don't know. I don't know. You know, at first, during this moment in my dream, I had either noticed 1 or 2 moons at first, which was still wild, but when I looked back up, I'd realized there was way more. Not sure if this detail is important at all, but I think I was on a piece of, like, playground equipment that I used to lay backwards on to kind of, like, look back and, like, see the sky better. It was pretty much like something I had in my backyard as a kid. But, yeah, that's all I had to say about that. You know, there wasn't much else that I can think of that even happened in my dream. But I think any dream, you know, especially with all the dreams I've had with the moons, I think any dream is worth reporting on, worth talking about. This was different. This was weird. All of them so far have been 2 moon rapture dreams. And so this dream having 12, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. And the sun was also out. That was a weird detail. Very interesting. And there may have even been like a couple suns. I don't know. Probably just one though. But yeah, just wanted to kind of share that. And I just know that Jesus is coming back soon, you know. It makes perfect sense, you know. If you're someone who doesn't believe the rapture is going to happen soon at all, you think that it's probably not for like another 1,000 years, but you're also someone that says that he could come back at any time. It's like, you should probably pick one or the other. Like, if you're telling me, making guesses that it could happen this month, if you're telling me that it can't happen this month, but you're also saying it could happen at any time, that's kind of contradicting, you know? But we're not, even if we disagree about the rapture, we're not enemies. We're brothers and sisters, so it's, you know, it's okay. We don't need to get upset at each other about it. That's what the enemy wants. You know, it's not worth getting upset over, you know? It's like, I don't understand why people get upset at me. Like, there's sometimes people, they don't like that I'm doing this. They don't like that I talk so much about the rapture, and I don't understand that. But some people, they don't know. They think I'm doing this out of fear, whether I'm scared or trying to scare others. This is not. I'm at the most peaceful place in my life right now. This has nothing to do with fear. Unless you're not a believer, then you have everything to fear. But, I mean, if a child has a car coming at them, I'm going to warn them. And sometimes you got to use fear to let them know, like, take this seriously. Get out of the way, kid. You're going to die. So if you're not a believer, yes, you have everything to fear. But if you're a believer, this is the most exciting times of our lives. No one in history, not even Jesus, has ever seen this before. No one's experienced the rapture before. This is something that's never happened. This is one of the most significant, most epic things to ever happen in existence. It's going to be amazing. You know? It's like, I'm just excited for my wedding. This is exciting. I'm not scared. I'm excited. Like, if you have a wedding coming up, like, really soon, you should be excited about that. You know? Why would you not be? But yeah, I hope this blessed someone. I know there wasn't a whole lot to say about that dream, but it may mean something. I don't know. But either way, it's still fun to talk about, and just stay focused on Jesus. That's the whole point. It's not about the rapture. The rapture is not the point about talking so much about it. The whole point is just make sure you're ready for Jesus. Not everyone's ready. Some of you are lukewarm, and some of you don't even put your faith in Jesus. Some of you aren't saved. Hopefully you, yourself, you watching this, hopefully that's not you. If you put your faith in Jesus and no one else, you can't serve two masters. You can't say, oh, I don't know, following Allah or Buddhism, but also I'm a Christian, or whatever your thing is. Or you're Catholic and you're someone who puts your faith in having to do works to be saved. Well, you can't do that. You either trust in God wholly to save you and not yourself, or that's it. Like, one or the other. You can't serve two masters. You can't have any other gods before me, says God. You know? So, just trust in Him fully. If you doubt God, if you don't trust Him, if you think, I'm gonna say I'm a Christian, but I don't actually know if I'm saved. I don't actually know if this whole God thing is even real. But I'll go to church or something. You don't know Him. If you know Him, you know you're saved. If you know Him, you know He's real. If you have a relationship with Him, you know Him. You felt His presence. You felt His goodness. You've tasted and seen that the Lord is good. You've experienced God. Does that make sense? If you haven't had any kind of experience, or even if you don't know what it's like to know God, please, you just ask Him. Just pray to Him. Just help Him show Himself to you. It's so important. You need a relationship with Jesus. If you look no different than the world, then you are the world. I'm going to say that again. If you look no different than the world, you are the world. And if you are the world, you are not saved. If that scares you, it should. Because there's a car coming for you, and I want you to get out of the way. It's not fear for the sake of, oh, I just want to control you or be mean or whatever you're thinking. Fear can be healthy. We're supposed to have a fear of the Lord. Fear can be good. If I'm afraid to hold on to the edge of a cliff just for fun to see if I would not fall, trying to do like pull-ups on the edge of Mount Everest or something, just for fun, but I don't do that because I'm terrified, I have fear, that's healthy fear, because if I tried doing that, I would probably die. God bless you guys. Peace.